Hey folks, it's Amy from Colorado Mountain Living, and in the background here we've got the roofers working on the roof. We're finishing up this week, and that's a really exciting project. But one of the things that is coming up right now is we're running out of money for our home build. Our strategy from the beginning was to sort of pay as we go. We're going to do most of the work ourselves, and we're going to try to save as much money as we can, not go into debt. But one of the things that comes up is the old, it's either your time or your money argument. So if you have all the time in the world, you can save a ton of money. But when you're starting to run out of time, like we are, then you're going to need more money to get your jobs done because we don't have the time to do it ourselves. So what we're finding is a lot of our very big projects are on the horizon. So our big expenses. So the roof is one of them. We've paid 50% on that, but once the job is finished, we're going to owe another $6,600 for the roof. And then coming up, we've got an electrician coming to finish our rough electric install, and that's going to take a few days, and the quote on that was about $3,000, maybe $4,000 if it takes a fourth day. We've priced out the cost for plumbing, rough-end plumbing, and that is about $4,000. The insulation still needs to be done. The insulation quote for foam insulation was over $10,000. And our second quote on that was $15,000. So really some high number projects left. Also drilling the well, the quote for 300 feet was about $11,000. So we've got a lot of big expenses still ahead of us, and they're projects that we really need to get done in order to be in the house for the winter. So that's not even counting finishing the drywall, finishing the flooring, getting all the appliances in there. You know, we've got to buy a water heater, boiler, sink, tub, shower. All of those major things are still on our budget list. So here's our problem. We're running out of money, and what do? We're running low on time, so, you know, we might have to go back on looking at our goals, thinking about, do we want to borrow money or not? We haven't done it yet. We've liquidated some assets. So one thing to think about is, do you have money in a Roth IRA or 401k that you could borrow against or cash out and deal with a penalty comes tax time? So we did liquidate some of our assets. So the Roth IRA, 401k. But still, even with that, we're getting through some of the projects right now, but it's not enough to finish everything. So you start to think, what else can we do? You know, what else can you do to try to get more money without taking out a giant loan or a mortgage? But that's kind of where it comes down to. The other thing that we're looking at is taking on another job. So I myself am going to be trying to go back to work full time in the middle of an interview process, and will be hearing back in a few weeks about whether or not I get accepted for the job. So for me, the conditions are I wanted to not have to commute into the Front Range. I didn't want to have to drive down the mountain every day. I wanted a flexible schedule, but I knew, probably at this point, not being too picky, but an opportunity presented itself where I'd be able to have a full-time job from home, and it would be a full salary with benefits and all the good stuff that I was wanting. I'm doing exactly what I did before as a health coach, diabetes specialist, nutritionist, and I could set my own schedule, my own hours, work whenever I want, as long as I get my hours completed. So it's definitely a dream job for me. And I know initially thinking moving out to Colorado was one of those things where I was gonna, retire and be an artist, or just work on the homestead full time. But at this point in my life, I'm not exactly ready to retire my career. I actually still enjoy it, and I think I will really enjoy the flexibility that having extra money will bring, and the happiness of being able to buy things for the house, because that's one of the joys, I think, of building your own house, is being able to decorate and add in all of the amenities that you're wanting, like hot tubs or whatever. There's just a lot of things I still want to get out of being able to buy things for myself. So that's good news. Hopefully in a few weeks we'll find out for sure, and we'll know if once that happens, I can then go to the bank and either get a personal loan, be able to take out, we'll calculate how much exact money that we need in order to finish our projects, in order to get into the house. And then we can slow down our pace once we're in. We can't really get into the house until we have our drywall done, our insulation done, and our flooring done. We're not moving everything upstairs until we're ready to be in it. And that includes our finished plumbing and all of that. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at, but it's just one of those things where you think, boy, we thought we were going to really be able to save a lot of money, but it turns out that building a home on your own really does cost a lot of money. There's a lot of expenses in building. There's a lot of things that if you want to not have to spend 3 months doing them yourself, it's better just to pay the money to get it done. So it's a classic argument. A lot of folks have commented and left us, their thoughts of what they think we should do in our situation. We want to be ready for winter, and we want to be secure, and we want to have good insulation and heat and all of that. So as that's become the priority because of the time of the year, we're actually just deciding to go ahead and either take out that loan, get that second job, and we will be able to make the progress that we want to make. So that's where we're at with everything. I'm going to do another video next week on the roof and the details about how the roof turned out. We're maybe close to being halfway through right now, so that's great. And also just want to give you guys an update on like our wood stove progress. All of our parts came in, so Brian's going to be putting that together this weekend. So we'll be having some nice wood heat inside, so that's a relief, because even though we are getting a break in the weather and I'm actually too warm in the sweater right now, it's going to be very mild this weekend and for the coming week, so that's a nice little relief that's coming our way. But we'll be much more relieved when we know that our financial situation is much more secure, and we'll know in a few more weeks what will happen with that. So wish us luck, wish me luck on getting the job, guys. I don't think it's going to change anything for our channel. It still will be, like I said, one of those dream jobs where you can have a flexible schedule and work from home. So it's everything I sort of ever wanted, and still be able to do all the homestead stuff, keep bees and make jewelry. So definitely good news for us. But I just wanted to give you an update on sort of what the heck's going on with us, why things are going kind of slow. But we found some help, an independent contractor that's willing to help us with the drywall and the flooring, so I think things are going to go much faster. We've got our electricity lined up, we've hired a plumber, we've got our quote from the foam insulation people, and we're just waiting on our well permit to get that going as well. So pretty soon, hopefully, our goal is to be in by Christmas. We'll see if that happens or not. We'd love to be in before the new year and be able to cherish those really cozy winter mornings and weekends that we've worked so hard for. So thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks for all your support along the way. We will keep you updated with another video soon on our progress to tell you about the roof and the wood stove and how Brian's going to hook all of that up. But we'll see you at the next video. Take care.